injection run motor or CSIR motor. Actually, the physical appearance will be almost like this. It's not mandatory, it should be like this, but generally it is like this. A capacitor will be there, and the body of the motor and terminals, and this is the outlook of the CSIR motor. And we'll be seeing the circuit. In the circuit, a supply will be there, normally single phase supply with a phase and neutral, and after that a DP switch will be there, the double pole switch, and a fuse will be there. And what is the requirement of circuit? We want to split the phase into two. Available phase is single phase. We want to make it a effectively two phase motor. For that, we'll be using two windings, one running winding and one starting winding. What is the difference? The running winding will be permanently connected to the supply when switched on. Okay, this is permanently connected or supply parallel, and you can see the starting winding is available and a capacitor is connected to that and is connected to centrifugal switch and the supply back to the neutral. So this starting winding will be in the supply if the centrifugal switch is on. You know, the centrifugal switch will be opened after attaining 75% of rated speed. What is the function of centrifugal switch? We already told in video number 2. The centrifugal switch will open up the circuit after attaining the rated speed of 75%. Okay, so why capacitor is given here? Capacitor will be taking a leading current, and that is the reason it is given. So the phase splitting is done through a capacitor. So you think that a current is flowing through the running winding. The graph can be plotted like this, the sine wave of the graph, sine wave like this for the running winding current and flux. Now in the initial condition, the starting winding also will be taking current. Let us change the color. This is the current to starting winding. Because it is taking a leading current, actually it will be leading the flux. It will be like this, not the same time. You will be able to see there is a phase difference. Effectively, there is a phase difference. Maybe the maximum values when you're comparing, there is a phase shift. This phase shift, it is given by the capacitor. So the single phase has been splitted into two by providing a capacitor like this. So that is the reason for capacitor in the circuit. Now the working of single phase motor already we have discussed in the video number 1. There is a revolving flux in the stator, and that will be cutting the rotor, and it is inducing EMF, and to reduce that it has to rotate. So that is rotating. And at the starting, both the windings will be available, and after attaining a 75% of the rated speed, the centrifugal switch will be opening up. So this is the working of capacitor start induction run motor. The phase splitting is done here by a capacitor. The winding will be normally highly inductive for the running winding, and it will be having resistance in the starting winding. Basically it is winding and inductance will be there, but it will be having more resistance, less thick conductors. It is having two purposes. It is already having resistance, means it will be a lesser phase shift will be there, and also it is only for a short duration. The starting winding will be working only for a short duration, that is at starting only. So even it is getting heated, it will not be a problem. After that it will be getting removed. No, so starting winding it is having more resistance, and running winding is having high inductance. In a CSIR motor, we cannot interchange both the things. It has to be running winding separate and starting winding separate. We cannot change the functions of the thing. Starting winding will be having higher resistance. And capacitor, it is given to, why it is capacitor is given? Capacitor is shifting the phase. It is taking leading current. That will be discussed in the next vector diagram. Here you will be able to see this is the applied voltage. Let us see applied voltage E. It is available like this. Now we will be seeing the main current. Let the current be changed. Now let's see, this is the main current which is lagging by 70 degrees from the supply voltage. Okay, so this is the main current which is already inductive. It is at a 70 degree lagging. Now we'll let us see the starting winding current. I'll change the color. Now this is the starting winding current. You will be able to see from the voltage it is having 20 degree leading. It is 20 degree leading. The main current, it is 70 degree lagging, and the current in starting winding, it is 20-degree leading. Okay, so there is a phase shift between the things. Starting winding and running winding currents is having totally a phase shift of 90 degrees. Oh, it's the great phase shift. If 90-degree phase shift is, the torque will be very fine. It will having high starting torque. So the CSIR motor, because it is having 90-degree phase shift between starting winding current and running winding current, it is having very good starting torque. The CSIR motor will be having very good starting current. Okay, so this is about winding. Now the question is, what will be the power factor of motor? The power factor of the motor, it is the power factor of the angle between the line current and voltage. Line current and voltage you will be able to see like this. So which is line current? Line current is this one. Okay, from where we are getting line current? It is the uh, vector sum of one starting current and the running current. A two item will be added together vectorically and we will be getting the resultant. So this is the line current. Okay, so line current we are getting the applied voltage and line current, the angle between that, it is known as what? The power factor angle. And because of the capacitor production in the motor, the power factor angle of the motor itself will be less, and comparatively it is having a good power factor. The CSIR motor is having a good power factor. Okay, now the torque speed characteristics. We already told the torque is very high because it is having 90-degree phase shift between main current and running current. Well, let us see. So you can see the speed starts from 0 to 100%. Okay, and at 0 speed you will be able to see it is already having good torque. Good torque is there. So we can say at start two windings are there. Which two windings? Starting winding and running winding. The combined winding, we can say. Starting winding and combined winding, sorry, the starting winding and running winding combined together, that is a combined winding. It is giving good torque. After attaining 75% speed, what happens? You tell me. Yes, the centrifugal switch operates. How much percent of the rated speed? You can see this is the speed area. You can see almost 75% of the rated speed. Almost 75% of the rated speed, the switch operates. Which switch? Centrifugal switch. Then what happens? The series field, sorry, not series, but the starting winding will be removed away. Or the starting winding will be removed away. Then the only remaining winding will be main winding. So this section, we can say the main winding only is available after 75, after the centrifugal switch operate, and up to this point from starting both the windings will be there. So this is the operation. Almost here we will be able to see 100% of the rated torque, and here you will be able to get the operating speed. Okay, if you are further loading the motor, the effective torque will be becoming 0. And the physical values for a comparison, for a understanding, at 0 speed you can see it is almost having 430% of the full load torque, very good starting torque. So at start, how you are understanding it is at start, this is at 0 speed. 0 speed, it is not rotating, the torque it is still available. So this is known as starting torque point. It is giving almost 430%, that is 4 times, more than 4 times the full load torque. What is full load torque? Full load torque we are telling as 100% torque. So more than it is giving 4 times, 100 into 4, 4 or 400. So more than 400, more than 4 times you are getting the starting torque. So here, as mentioned in this graph, it is the combined graph of starting and running winding. And at centrifugal switch operation, what happens? After that, only the running winding or main winding will be remaining. So this is the speed characteristics, torque speed. And understand that CSIR motor is having very good starting torque, more than 5%. So we can say the features like this: good starting torque about 3 to 4.5 times. If you are having 100% full load torque, then 400% full load torque you are getting. So 3 to 4.5 times the full load torque. And a capacitor need to be used 100 microfarad. Generally the value 120 microfarad is being used. 100 to 250 range we can expect. And the applications we are going to tell: direct drive water pump. The majority application is using as water pump. Water pump already we are using in houses, commercial complexes, industries, everywhere like this. So this is the water pump, and the motor is available here, and this section is the pump. Okay, pump is lifting the water. So This is the pump area, which is the mechanical work doing, and here this is the motor which is driving the pump, and you can see the capacitor also is mounted on the shaft or the body. This is CSIR motor, and air compressors are being used. Air compressors, you can see a picture of air compressor. The motor is available here, and rotary compressor is available, and rotary compressor is driven by a belt, and this will be compressing air. Air can be taken out. You might have seen in the bike or cycle workshops to remove the puncture, and you might have seen spray painting shops and all. This air compressor, why it is requiring CSIR? Because maybe you have already used it for the cycle pump. It is easy to push the air in the beginning because it is having less air, but while pumping the air to the tube of the cycle, what happens, it is hard at the end because it is having more air already inside, so we won't be able to push easily. So if that happens in compressors, what happens, the air is getting compressed, so it is requiring very high torque, and the CSIR will give higher torque which is required by the air compressor. I hope you are clear. And next is larger conveyors. What is conveyor? Conveyor is this sort of things to material movements. For that, the motor will be mounted, and which is requiring high torque again. So the CSIR motors used here generally, larger conveyors, and sealed motor in refrigeration. You might have seen motors in refrigeration like this. This is totally sealed compressor again. Again, this is a compressor. It is not compressing air. It is refrigerant will be there. That refrigerant, it is being compressed and sent to the various parts of the refrigerator. That is done by the compressor. So the compressor here, it is sealed compressor. Because why it is sealed? You can see it is totally sealed. In normal motors are having fins and all. Here it is totally sealed because they working in air conditioner or refrigerator, already moisture is available. So the moisture should not absorb by the windings. It will be getting damaged. To prevent that, it is getting sealed. Even in this motor, we can use CSIR. So this motor also is run by CSIR, which is having good torque. So these are few applications of CSIR motor, and these are about this CSIR induction motor.